Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy vicslanghope. And I got another video today. And my message in this video is for the sisters. So please take heed. I don't want you to feel disrespected. I don't want you to feel like I'm coming at you. I'm just trying to share some information that I will share with my own female relatives and possibly my daughter. And messages, you gotta peep the game out here. If you're not getting married, if you're not trying to get married, if you're not trying to be the type of person that is, I'm not gonna have sex till marriage, I wanna try to give you some tips. A lot of our sisters grew up without father figures, so they don't really know what to kind of like look for, or they don't really peep the signs, so y'all getting played a lot. Y'all getting misused, mistreated by these dudes, and I don't think it's right. I never thought it was okay to lie to a woman just to get into her pants. That shit is corny. It's unswaggy. It doesn't show you're not a player. It don't show no game. Like, what I'm saying? You just whatever. But I want y'all to get this straight. I want y'all to understand this. I said this in another video, and I know some of y'all might not like this, but stop leading with your coochie. Stop leading with your coochie. Now, let me tell you what I mean. What I mean by leading with your coochie is when you meet a man and you might be genuinely interested in this man and you want him to perhaps wife you, you want him to be your man, you want him to be in a relationship with you, you want him to see your value. The first thing that you do is not go open up your legs. That's not the first thing. That's not going to make that man recognize your value, And I'm saying on the average, this is what goes on, right? Because women control access to sex. At the end of the day, you could be in a relationship with a man. That could be your boyfriend. That could be your husband. At the end of the day, if you do not want to have sex with him, you don't have to have sex with him. Because that's your power, right? You have that power to deny that. Even if that's your husband, you control the access to sex, right? You control that. A man could want to have sex all he want, but he can't get it unless you concede to it, unless you give up your power. It doesn't have to be looked at that way. But I'm just teaching the game, right? A man has control and power over the relationship. Why you think a lot of times girls give up the coochie and then they ask men, what are we? Right? Because they look at it like it's a transactional thing. A lot of times, some people do look at it like a transactional thing, right? Well, I gave up some coochie, so what's up? Like, wife me. But that's not how it works. Don't get me wrong. Some women do get, they be the exception. You know what I'm saying? We got the woman who gave up the coochie in the first night and still ended up getting married. You understand what I'm saying? But how much of a value did that man see in you? It's the he might like you, you might be cool, and that doesn't mean he doesn't value you. I'm just saying, oftentimes guys will sit here and lie to women, right? They'll tell you, yeah, we're in a relationship, yeah, come through. You know what I'm saying? And then once they get the cookie, they out of there because that's all they really wanted. And a lot of times, our sisters don't have anything else but coochie to offer. And I'm not even saying that don't even got nothing to do with money, right? But my whole thing is like this. If you're genuinely interested in pursuing a relationship, a marriage, or whatever it is that you're pursuing with this man, allow him to see that you're smart, at least. Allow him to see that, he can count on you. Allow him to see that you can have a conversation. Allow him to see, allow him to see other traits of you. Allow him to see that you got morals. Allow him to see that, you're a good person. Allow this man to get to know you, see something else. Like a lot of times I hear it all the time and I see it. Like the first thing people do, they just start talking sexual. They go from, they'll have a conversation about the stars and the universe for a few seconds. And then the next thing they talk about is sex. You hear it in the music. My coochie this, my coochie that, my coochie bring all the racks. Kind of rhyme. My coochie this, my coochie that, my coochie bring all the racks. But no, real talk. You hear it. This is what these women are perpetuating, right? Like in the song, Cardi B said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. And y'all really be buying that shit. And then that's why Offset posted a picture of Cardi B cleaning in the crib, because he was like, look, don't be believing her. Don't be believing the hype. Don't believe these entertainers. Now don't get me wrong. If you selling, some women are selling coochie. It's a lucrative business for them. It's a lot of thirsty men out here. A lot of dudes don't be getting no coochie like that anyway. They be paying for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, right? That goes on a lot. A lot of guys is paying for coochie. But aside from that, if you're not a woman that is selling your goods, you know what I'm saying? If you're not a woman that's selling your goods and is using it as a business, okay, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the woman who is not prostituting or is not doing sex work. If you are leading with your coochie, you need to stop. Because once that man get the coochie, he's going to be up out of there. If you don't have all the other things I mentioned, if that man does not feel like you are an asset to him, he's going to be up out of there. And some guys, they miss out that you're an asset because they're not looking for that in the first place. So keeping your legs closed, my sisters, will get you further than opening that thing up. And again, there's exceptions. Don't come in here talking about the exceptions. Don't listen to the game. The game came out with a song a while back, and he said, you wouldn't get far if you kept your legs closed. Just a waste of time, but you know you wouldn't get far. You remember the song? He was talking about all these women in the industry, right? Who want to be groupies, who want to be around the rappers. These rappers are not going to keep you around if you ain't giving the goods up. Now, again, there's exceptions. But most of the time, they trying to get some out of you. And some of these chicks, they might get a purse. You hear it all the time. Lil Durk talk about he bought this girl a purse. I had the Lil Baby talk about he flying chicks out. He buying them a purse. These chicks are getting a little something, whatever. They think they're getting something, right? They looking at it like, well, he bought me a purse. He bought me this. He bought me that. He bought me shoes. If that's what your coochie's worth, go ahead. Go get your money. Go get your money. Go get your money. I ain't paying for no coochie, but go get your money. You know what I mean? But again, this message is for the sisters who think that leading with the coochie is going to get you something. So it's a lot of sisters out here who believe that my coochie this, my coochie that. Like, I got good coochie. Let me give you some news. Let me give you some news, sister. Let me give you some news. You know what's better than good coochie? You probably heard this. You know what's better than good coochie? New coochie. New coochie is better than good coochie. Because 9 times out of 10, that man already knows what your coochie can do. But the new coochie, that's the thing, it excites him. That's the thing he's wondering about. That's the thing that he might be like, you know what? I already know what her shit like. I already know what's up. Like, I already had that. It's almost like new food. You know what I'm saying? Like when you constantly eat Chinese food, you already know what the Chinese food like. It might bust, but you already know what the shrimp and broccoli tastes like. You know what I'm saying? You already know what certain stuff tastes like. But when there's a new restaurant and you never been there, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes don't let you hear about the food, how the food is in that place. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point, man. Don't get deceived thinking your coochie gonna tie a man or it's gonna keep him there. Cause let me tell you something. Coochie only ties an insecure man down, and it only ties a dude that's not used to getting coochie. Only dude you tying down to your coochie and your top is a dude who is not used to getting good coochie or coochie, period. A lot of dudes be actually buying coochie, to be honest. A lot of dudes be actually buying coochie. A lot of guys be feeding y'all this narrative that they really be getting coochie and they don't be getting the coochie. A lot of guys be on some borderline rapey shit to get the coochie. They be drugging girls. They be pushing they drink. They be getting them drunk. Yeah, this is the side that don't really come out. A lot of these dudes ain't getting coochie, man. Just like a lot of these dudes ain't getting bad chicks. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell a dude who not used to getting coochie. You could tell how thirsty he acts over coochie. You can tell a dude who's not used to getting bad women, beautiful women. You can tell. You can tell a dude who's not used to getting money. You could tell how he act. You could just see it. One of my homegirls told me, she was like, we know who got money and who don't. It's never the dude that got all the hundreds in his hand. But a lot of y'all can't see past that. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't have nobody teaching y'all. Y'all ain't have nobody, teaching y'all the game. So I'm just trying to give y'all some game, man. Hopefully y'all benefit from this. Don't get lost out here in the source, man. And remember, you control the access to sex, man. But that man control the access to relationships. If you actually want to get some of his power, Because that's what happens, right? When you give up your coochie, you gave up your power. When he give up that relationship that you want, he giving up his power. That's why you get more rights when you become the wife. When you become the girlfriend, you get more rights. You get to question certain things. You get to say certain things. You get to complain about certain things. You getting rights because he just gave up his power. He just gave up his freedom. So stop giving up your power for nothing. Word. Take heed, man. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Am I bugging? Am I tripping? Am I right? Let me know in the comment. Am I being a rat? Because, you know, somebody called me a snitch last time because I'm trying to put the sisters on game. But look, man, I got to give the advice where it's due, because I got females in my family too, sisters, cousins, nieces, that I don't want them to get played. And I would tell them the same thing. Like, yo, be mindful. Be mindful of these thirsty dudes trying to trick you off your power, man. Till next time. Peace.